Hello everyone, this is Vincent Liu from HDTV Test. I'm here in Madrid attending Dolby Vision Philips TV launch for 2017, and I'm joined by Mr. Danny Tack, who is the Director of Product Strategy and Planning at Dolby Vision. He's been kind enough to offer us the chance to talk about their new upcoming OLED and LED LCD premium products for the first half of 2017. Danny, first of all, thanks for taking the time to speak to us. I know you're a very busy person. Can you first introduce the two premium products that you have unveiled today?
Yes, so one is in the LED technology is a 7502, which is a wide color gamut premium color model with HDR latest standards and with starting off with the new P5 engine. And on top of that we have a brand new OLED model 9002, which is now one additional OLED model on top of last year's launched 901F with same panel performance but with the better picture quality P5 engine inside.
Okay. For our viewers out there, what will be the main difference between the 901F, which we really like and gave a very good review by the way, and the 9002?
The 9002 again will have more featuring, and especially the P5. It's a brand new one chip that does the whole picture processing much better than before, so that will be the main element that's going to be better. Besides that, 9002 is different in terms of design and also in terms of sound solution.
Okay. When we reviewed the 901F, we were very impressed with the motion clarity that you were able to achieve without too much of an interpolation artifacts. For our readers out there who are concerned about sample and hold driving method on OLEDs, can you please explain what is without giving too much away, what is the magic sauce that makes your perfect clear motion so good?
Well, the magic sauce is, it starts with OLED is much better than LED on motion performance. OLED is a self-emitting technology and does not have the switching time slowness of LED. That's already improving OLED like 30% on top of LED. On top of that, we are doing some overdrive processing in the OLED, making it much sharper. Our TVs have always been looking more sharp, LED TVs, but also the OLED, than competition in static performance, but you also keep that advantage in motion performance.
Okay. Just to clarify once and for all, many readers will be interested to find whether you have managed to introduce a rolling scan or a black frame insertion on OLED. Now, I probably know the answer from my slow motion camera capture, but can you clarify once and for all?
Currently there is no black frame insertion in the OLED. As I said, it comes mainly from overdrive and intelligent sharpness processing, because if you would do black frame insertion in OLED, one of the disadvantages of OLED not being a very bright picture would even make it worse, so we don't do that.
Thank you very much, Danny. One area of concern which we found on your Philips 901F OLED was the input lag, the latency, when people are playing games. Now it reaches around 60 milliseconds even in game mode. But on your LED LCDs, you have managed to achieve below 40 milliseconds for the past couple of years. And I know that your company has been working very hard to try and bring input lag down. You have recognized the importance of input lag in TV purchase decision. Was there any particular reason why the Philips 901F couldn't reach this level of latency?
Well, you mentioned the 60 milliseconds around that. That's high. So that is something I cannot quantify or cannot explain. What I can explain is 50 milliseconds, which is actually our, at this moment, around 40, just below 40 milliseconds. With the OLED, we have an extra frame delay in the T-cone to make sure that we prevent burn-in effects and all that kind of things. And that is an extra latency we have to take, which is especially dedicated to OLED. Everybody that is using OLED screens has to do that. So that's an extra delay. Of course, having said that, now it's up for us to work again on improving on other areas to bring it down to the reference level you mentioned earlier, around 40.
Okay. With regards to the 902, it will support HDR10 and also HLG, hybrid or gamma for viewers who don't know this out there. And I would like to congratulate you for planning to bring HLG support to the 901F as well. But one conspicuous absence is clearly Dolby Vision. What is your stance on Dolby Vision?
Well, currently there is not really a need to do Dolby Vision, as all the content in HDR is now produced or in the HDR10 format or in the upcoming HLG format. So by doing both HDR10 and HLG, you will give the consumer all the HDR content that is available in the market. Besides that, doing Dolby Vision would not give us any extra content, and we don't need Dolby Vision at this moment, as we think we know enough of how to tune picture quality, how to tune a source with a display, getting the best out of it. This is our profession, and we can do that ourselves. No need to let that be done by Dolby Vision. So one is, there is no sources you will lose. And secondly, we think we are as intelligent on doing the tuning of HDR in combination with our displays.
Yes, of course, Danny. I think a few manufacturers share your view as well. But sorry to keep beating on this path, but do you foresee yourself joining Dolby Vision in the future?
As I say, as long as dynamic metadata is not applied by HDR sources, there will be no need. That's the only thing I could see in the future. If the source industry will play more with the dynamic metadata in the source of different HDR scene per scene, then we might have to reconsider our view on Dolby Vision. So we keep on monitoring. At this moment, not, but never say never.
Okay. Another issue that crops up from time to time is HDMI 2.1. Now we know that the full-fledged specification is probably still a few years away, but one very interesting feature is high frame rate support in terms of 120 Hz or 100 Hz support from, let's say, sports broadcast. Does your new OLED television have any sort of support in that direction?
It depends on what you mean with high frame rate. If high frame rate is 120,
yes,
then our OLED TV will not support that, because there is not one single SoC device in the market at this moment that can handle those high frame rates. So yes, it is one of the things that is there to come into the market, but then the chip industry will have to adapt also and make the solutions available.
Okay. This year, a few other brands have joined the OLED camp as well, like Sony and Panasonic. The question I would like to put to you is, why should buyers consider buying a Philips OLED television? In other words, what's your unique proposition?
Our unique proposition is two things additional on the OLED screens widely available in the market. One is Ambilight, of course. We are the only brand providing a TV with Ambilight, and the other one is more closer to the OLED panel, is our intelligent picture processing, now the brand new P5 engine that makes the picture look so much better on the same panel thanks to the better picture processing.
Okay, let's move on to your premium LED LCD for the first half of 2017, which is the 7502 series. Can you give us a rundown of the specifications in terms of HD, peak brightness, and things like that?
7502 has 400 nit light output. It's an HL product, so it's both in terms of full and peak. It is a wide color camera panel of 85% NTSC. It has the both standards on HDR. It has P5 engine, and it is 100 Hz native refresh rate with our most intelligent motion processing, perfect nature motion.
Another key feature, from what I understand from your talk earlier, was that you will be using IPS LCD panel. In fact, most of your LED LCDs in the first half of 2017 will be using IPS panels. Now, this is quite interesting because some other brands have totally dropped IPS panels from their 2017 range because of the weaker contrast performance. Can you comment on what your rationale is behind using IPS panels on your displays?
Yes, so I agree that the higher in the range, the more expensive your models, you want to have top pitch quality performance, it's maybe more appropriate to use VA panels. But let's not neglect on IPS, which has a lower static contrast. There are also advantages, like viewing angle. A viewing angle in particular is an interesting feature for a big group of people, and we see the 6,000 and 7,000 range buyers, more like the family people that benefit a lot from the viewing angle advantage of IPS.
Also very interesting, and something that totally took me by surprise was your quantum dot demonstration. What was the rationale behind investigating quantum dot technology for your future products?
Well, simply the leading brand in the market is bringing this technology. Once somebody sets a trend in the market, you need to follow it. So that's why we are in our LED technology will follow quantum dot. Of course, on top of that, we also are providing consumers the choice of OLED. So we have the widest choice towards consumers, quantum dot and OLED.
We have seen very interesting products for the first half of 2017 that is launched today. But is it possible for you to give our viewers or readers a glimpse of what's coming in the second half?
Well, as I showed here, a sneak preview on quantum dot, this is obviously going to be one of the things. Another technology we are very famous for is the 2D dimming, of which you also will see in the second half of the year, and maybe also some more OLED.
Okay. So just to clarify for our readers, Philips use 2D dimming to refer to full array local dimming, which means that each zones can be individually switched on and off independently of each other. Thank you very much, Danny. That was very insightful. Your products look very exciting, and I wish you all the best for the year ahead.
Thank you very much, Vincent.